This is my review of the Carbinox X-Ranger smartwatch. Full transparency, I am not receiving anything from Carbinox to do this review. I don't have any coupon codes, so this is just my unbiased review of the watch. I've had it for about 3 weeks now. I'm gonna run through this fairly quickly. The battery will last, depending on your use, has been lasting me anywhere between 5 and 7 days, depending on how much the screen is on, if I turn the brightness up, if I leave it halfway, all that. So pretty good battery life. The screen, it's dirty right now and kind of wet from me sweating outside. I whacked it against the edge of a countertop and gouged the screen protector, but the screen did not have any damage at all. So I pulled that screen protector off and put the second one on it with no issues. The heart rate monitor is spot on, as well as the blood pressure monitor and the blood oxygen level monitor. I have other monitors that I can check that stuff with, and they're pretty much dead on with each other. So that stuff all works really well. The pedometer, at least for me, is borderline useless. I drive a Moffat delivering block for houses, and I use my left arm, which I wear my watch on, to steer the Moffat. So every time I'm turning the wheel, it's counting steps. I have had it where when I'm driving and I'm not even using my left arm, where it is jumped steps as well. I don't know why it would do that, but I'm pretty sure that it is, the steps are not counting probably even close to being accurately. That being said, that's not a big deal for me. I'm not really concerned about that. Other than that, I'm having to use one hand to do this. The sleep monitor is dead on. I always look at, time before I go to bed. It's usually a few minutes after I roll over. It starts counting my sleep. When my alarm goes off, I get up. It's that same time when it ends my sleep cycle. Beats per minute. I've been outside. It's finally coming down. I was up around 110 working outside. It's very good. Blood oxygen, blood pressure. I've got it set up to show the weather. I've got my calls and your music. You can control your music to whatever your device you're listening on. If you're using earbuds, headphones, car radio, whatever, you can switch it from there. If you go all the way back to the main screen, you go left, you have all these different things you can use. Everything from a timer, alarm, calculator. You got your shortcuts to some of the other, your breathing and heart rate and all that. The flashlight turns the whole screen white and very bright. It's got a whole bunch of different features, and they all work really well. The calculator, surprisingly, is actually very easy to use. Your settings, I've got my do not disturb turned on. It starts at 9:30 at night until 7 in the morning. At 9:30, the light won't turn on if you turn your wrist, and no notifications come through the watch, which is really nice. I've got the brightness up all the way right now, and you can put it in power saving mode, vibrate so it doesn't ring, etc. All the normal options you would expect. The bottom button does all your different outdoor stuff, exercising and everything like that. Overall, I have really enjoyed this watch. I've been wearing a G-Shock Rangeman for about the last 4 or 5 years. Every single day, I never take my watch off. I take showers, I swim, everything I do, the watch is always on. But the piece on the Rangeman inside of here that holds the band, it's covered on there. It broke, and it made it really unreliable with the band nearly coming off. I didn't want to spend $250 on a watch, so I decided to give this a try. So far, it has been really nice. It's comfortable, it's light, everything works really well on it. Surprisingly, the calls that come through on it are very loud. The speaker is really good. You can hear calls very easily, and anybody who I've talked to through the watch can hear me really well. They don't complain about call quality through the watch. So far, I have been very happy with this watch. If you did some sort of a office type job, or something where you're not spinning your arm around 1,000 times a day like I do on my Moffett, maybe the pedometer would work better. But for me, that just is nearly useless. Other than that, I have no complaints so far, and I really like it. It seems very durable. Like I said, I whacked it on the front of it was a sharp corner of a cabinet, and like I said, it gouged the screen protector but didn't damage the screen itself. I also have taken showers with it. I don't take it off. I decided that if I didn't take my G-Shock off, that I was not going to take this off since it is waterproof, and I wanted to test that. So every night I take a shower, my watch stays on. The only thing that I do have to do is lock the screen from up here. You lock the screen because the screen is so sensitive that if water is on it, it will flip through the different pages. It'll actually move like you're touching it if water's running on it. So I'll lock the screen when I get a shower. But it has been through 3 weeks of showers, multiple days of working in the rain in Florida. Water has not phased it. Time is perfect. Everything is always good. It connects well to the phone. The only thing I did realize is when I don't keep my notifications I primarily use Messenger. I don't keep them coming to the watch, except for when I'm at work, so I can see it if my wife texts me. I can see it on the watch in case it's something important I need to look at. Once I go home, I shut the Messenger notifications off because there's just nothing that important that can come through it that I won't see on my phone. If you do that, at least with mine for some reason, if I turn off the notifications for Messenger, I have to close the app. I have to actually swipe the app away and it'll recognize it. And then if I turn them back on, I have to swipe up the app and swipe it away so that it changes the setting for the messages to come through. For some reason, if I go in the app and turn on notifications for Messenger in the morning and I just go out of it, it will not send the messages through to the watch unless I swipe away the app, and then they'll start coming through like they're supposed to. Everything on the app is actually very smooth. Have not had any issues other than that with the app. It's easy to set everything up. Tracks everything on the app. You can see all your sleep and heart rates and everything else through the app, and all of that works really well too. So if you work outside and you bang things around and you do all that, so far it is what they say it is. It has been hit on stuff, it has been in the rain, it has been in showers, fully submerged, everything else, and it works flawlessly. You can change your screens too. There's a bunch of them on the physical app, but you can long press the main screen, and there's a few that are on there that you can swipe through and change the face if you wish. And then there's a bunch in the app that you can pick from. But if you're looking at one of these and you're not sure, like I said, it's only been about 3 weeks, but I've tried to put it through its paces, and it is, I'm very, very happy with it, and it's worth taking a shot on and seeing if you like it as well. Thank you for watching.